welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor Bobb, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys some tips that I actually use to survive grad school, y'all. Yes, your girl is in grad school. Your girl decided to level up and go and get those credentials behind her name. Now before we start the video, you guys already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and also like the video. And then also make sure to follow me on my Instagram at _RealSouthernBelle. So thank you guys so much for tuning into all of my videos. If you guys have been watching my videos, then you have heard me say a few times already that I'm in grad school, I'm in grad school, I'm in grad school. So I'm going to elaborate more on the program that I'm in, and then I'm going to get straight into the actual tips that I use to survive grad school. So I'm currently in the Master of Health Services Administration at the University of North Texas. My classes are 100% online, and I really do love it that way, you guys. Having classes online is a little bit different, but I just feel that if you read everything and if you communicate, I feel like everything can be very clear, but it's very different than not going into the classroom every single day. So you guys are probably wondering, why did I choose the Master of Health Services Administration? I chose the Master of Health Services Administration because that is currently the field I work in. I currently work in healthcare, and I absolutely love it, and I figured why not go get an MHA? That will unlock more opportunities for me in the future. Job titles that people with an MHA have are like program directors, directors of a hospital, chief executive officers, chief operating officers, chief financial officers in healthcare, healthcare consultants, director of nursing homes. They can be program managers, just different things like that. So it's a lot of leadership roles that you can get with an MHA, and that's basically the basis of the program. You're learning the structure of healthcare, but you're also learning how it works in regards to leadership and management. To get in my program, it wasn't really that hard to get in. I was super excited that I didn't have to take any kind of state test to get into my master's program. And that's one thing about me, I'm gonna be totally honest, y'all. I hate standardized tests. So that's one thing that stood out to me about this particular program, is that you didn't have to take any type of test to actually get in the graduate school. Now I did have to have 2 recommendation letters. I got one of my old professors and the director of public health at Goli University to write one of my letters. I got my supervisor from my first corporate job to do my other recommendation letter. So I had to have 2 recommendation letters, and then I believe I had to have a 3.0 average GPA from undergrad. I had a 3.5, so I was well over on that. So that was great. And also I am in an accelerated MHA program, so I did have to have some type of healthcare experience as well to get into the program. So I was able to use my experience in the revenue cycle, which is a fancy word for billing. I was able to use that work experience to get in the program. And lastly, they did a short phone interview just to make sure that the program fit my needs and to make sure that I was a good candidate for the program. So everything worked out. So now I am in that MHA program at the University of North Texas, and so far I love it. Being that I'm in the accelerated program, I do have only 12 courses to complete, so that's awesome. So I actually have 8 core classes, which are my health services classes, and these classes teach me about the structure and the leadership behind healthcare, and a little bit of marketing, business plans, and also product life cycles. And my concentration is advanced data analytics, and those are my other 4 classes that I'll be taking, and those are the statistics and the variations and the math components behind data. And I'm so glad I only have 4 of those classes, because I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, I was intimidated by data for a long time, but now that I've been working in healthcare and billing, I've been using different systems and I've been using data in my everyday job, so now I'm not so afraid when it comes to data. What makes my program accelerated is that you can finish this degree in as little as 3 semesters. I personally started August 2019, and so far I have completed 6 courses so far, so I'm halfway through. And I did not go to summer school. I decided to just give myself a break and chill. So I have 3 more classes this semester, and then in the spring I have 3 more, and then your girl is gonna be finished. So these tips on how your girl actually survives grad school. First thing I have is just to read and understand everything in its entirety. And what I mean by this is basically read over the entire syllabus. There are things in the syllabus that you may miss if you don't read it. And what I mean by that is that for certain discussions, your teacher may want you to format something a certain way. For a paper, they might want you to use a certain font. You're going to find all of these things inside of the syllabus, and it's going to let you know how many discussions you need to complete, and most importantly, how you're getting graded. It'll let you know the percentage of your midterm, your final, your paper, how all that adds together to give you your grade. So you want to make sure that you understand every single thing in the syllabus. And also, being online, I make sure that I understand everything before I get started with a semester. So I do try to read as much of it as I can, and if I don't know something, I do ask my professor. I decided to get a planner, and that planner has helped me tremendously because I can write all of my assignments in there, and it's also keeping me up to date with everything. And I really do like to look ahead in my weeks. So on Sundays, I like to take a look at what I have for each cute little planner that I got from Amazon. It came in a nice cute box. It is pink and rose gold in color. And then whenever you open it, you see the planner here, and you just take your planner out. And it gives you a little card whenever you first get the planner, and it just says, yay, we're so excited you have your new planner in your hands, ready to be filled with inspiration. So this is actually really cute, y'all. Like, this whole little planner thing is starting to really become a thing. So if you don't write stuff down, I definitely recommend you write stuff down. So what I like about it is that it has these two little ribbons here, and you can use that to kind of bookmark where you are. And you can also use this as well to kind of hold everything together and to keep your planner nice and intact. But this is the planner that I personally use. I love it. Like I said, I do write down all of my assignments, and I have all of this like written down so I can actually keep up with everything. So that's the next tip I have. You want to make sure that you write down everything and you really understand when everything is due. The next tip I have is to connect with your professor and read and respond to all of their emails. Sometimes your professors will email you just crazy stuff like, hey, how are you guys doing? Just checking in. You want to make sure you let them know, hey, I'm doing okay, or hey, I need a little bit of help here. So far, all of the professors that I've had in this program have been super helpful, and they have definitely left the door open for us to just ask any questions at any time, and they are always available to help us. The tip I have is to connect with your classmates and network. Now this is super important, especially taking online classes. I made sure to connect to someone, to just have a friend, a buddy that can be like, hey girl, what's going on this day, what's going on that day. So I actually have a really cool story. I met one of my classmates, Brittany. I met her through a discussion in one of our classes when school first started, and she seemed excited, I seemed excited. So I decided to go ahead and reach out to her on Facebook, and I'll go ahead and include a little screenshot right here. But I just introduced myself and let her know, hey girl, like I'm in this class too, you know, basically we should look out for each other. And so from there we became friends. We text each other all the time about class, and hey girl, did you do this quiz? Hey girl, don't forget the midterm is due Wednesday. You want to have people like that in your program and in your classes that you can go to, and you guys can help each other, but most importantly, keep each other accountable. So I definitely do recommend that, just connecting with someone in your class to stay on top of everything. The program that we're in, they always post different healthcare events around the city, and we actually went to some of those events together. Now, I personally did not know that there were like healthcare professional groups and also healthcare professional groups for minorities. I didn't know any of this stuff until I joined this program at school. Like mixers and events, there are several people from different companies and different positions, so you're in a room with people that can possibly land you your next gig, your next job, you know. So I always make sure to just show up with a smile and to always introduce myself, because you never know who's going to be the one to help you out, and you never know who you're going to need, you know. So I make sure to just network and get as many professional contacts as I can. And even from one of those events, I actually met a student from Texas Women's University, and she actually invited me to speak on a panel at her college after just meeting me at that mixer. I'll leave that link below so you guys can see that I actually got to speak on a panel. Syllabus, you're writing out everything, you're connecting with your professor, you're connecting with your classmates, you're networking. Now, the most important tip I have is to stay focused and don't procrastinate. Now, this is a big one for me. I really do love to just get stuff done. So staying focused sometimes for me is, hey Taylor, it's time to stop watching them YouTube videos, girl, and it's time to start on your homework. You know, get things done. And once I have it made up in my mind, like, hey, I'm going to do my homework, I'm going to do this homework assignment tonight, I complete that homework assignment the night that I said I'm going to do it. And I try not to procrastinate at all. If I said I'm going to do something on Tuesday, I try to make sure to get it done on Tuesday, not Thursday. You know, so small things like that that I recommend, and that'll definitely help you survive grad school. Just stay focused and just stay on top of things. The next tip I have is use your weekends wisely. All right, and the reason I say this is because I work Monday through Friday, okay? And I know a lot of us that's watching this work Monday through Friday. So if you're in school, you want to make sure you're using those off days to not only relax, but you want to make sure to do some of your schoolwork as well. That has really helped me survive. Sometimes I wake up at 8 in the morning and I decide to do my grad school work until about noon. So I spend about 4 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday, vice versa, just depending on what I have due for the week. But this has helped me tremendously. If I have assignments that's due the following week, I knock those out on the weekend. That way during the week, all I gotta do is submit my assignments. Like, it's that simple. It's all about time management and how you use your time. That is basically how you survive grad school, y'all. Using your time wisely. And I know Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be chill, but at the same time, I'm trying to get this MHA and I'm trying to just get up out of this program. Last tip that I have on surviving grad school is to just have fun and take a break, y'all. Sometimes it's okay to say, no, I'm not doing that right now. Now, if I have an assignment that's due in a couple days, I can relax. You know, if I want to say, okay, this afternoon, I'm not going to do anything right now. I'm going to just relax. I'm going to just start on my homework tomorrow. You know, you want to give yourself that grace. You want to give yourself that time to yourself to just recoup and to kind of just de-stress yourself, you know? So I do make sure that I still have fun and I still kind of make time for myself and not get so overwhelmed all the time with the work in grad school, because grad school can get overwhelming if you let it. That's how I feel. So that's basically what I try to do. I try to just have fun. I try to relax when I can. And I try not to do everything at y'all. Time management is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed these quick tips on how I survive grad school.